What's up, friends? I just made it to Newark, New Jersey. Getting ready to head to Formula Drift. But first, I'm going to meet up with Chelsea to do an appearance at AutoZone to promote our new Type S and Monster Energy promo that's going on, where you buy those products, you get entered for some sick prizes. So I'm gonna go head that way, but first I think I'm gonna try to find some Indian food. Excuse me. Can you tell me where the best Indian food in New Jersey is? She's not very helpful. Got some paneer tikka, some veggie kadai with the super hot spice. Woo! I hope Yelp didn't let me down. Don't let me down, Yelp. It actually does pretty good for me on the travel. Yep. Nice. I love Indian food and spice. My dad was born and raised in Newark, and so I got a ton of family here in Jersey. In fact, I just left my aunt's in Freehold before I came here, so I got a lot of love for Jersey. It's actually where I started drifting, and Chelsea's from Philly, so he used to come to E-Town and party, and so it's you know, we got some good memories here. Sick. Oh, do I know you? Do you live? No, I don't know you. I thought he lived next to for a minute. I had a brain fart. I thought he lived next to Tony Angelo.
You offering?
Are you wearing a turtle? Can you bring that turtle over here? Because he's out of his sting. Hey, dude, what you got? You got a little grass hanging out of your face, man. What kind of turtle is that?
Redfoot tortoise.
Red. Clearly, he's got red feet. Yeah. What's up? What's his name?
Blastoise.
And he just goes everywhere with you?
On the weekends when it's hot out, yeah. All the car shows.
Because he likes the heat, right?
Yep.
Are you trying to give me a high five?
Yeah, there you go.
Really mellow out. Or is he about to bite me? High five, yeah! That's my first ever turtle high five, ladies and gentlemen. Who else here got a turtle high five them?
You know this one.
Yeah, that's in my garage.
Yep.
We're just talking about how this is him. 12 years ago. Okay.
We drove 1,000 miles this year.
1,000 miles from
We
where?
got the convertible.
From where?
Wisconsin.
Really?
I wish.
Mark McGuire, right?
Fantastic car, 6,000 horsepower stuff. Okay. Top speed a month.
To get them
That's
to
gonna be a
come.
reckless driving, dude.
It's so funny. Like I feel like a year ago, before all this like takeover problems, this wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Also, we
So
are
no
in
burnout.
Jersey, which
Huh?
is like
No burnout.
we gotta tax everybody. So you know they're probably gonna have some bill for us now.
Do we get a ticket, charge it to the game, or?
Yeah, if we get one, charge
I
it
think you
again.
just charge it to the game anyway. Just start ripping them, dude. I met this kid earlier.
Pretty sweet.
Sweater.
I like the paint job, dude. I used to have a pair of shorts like that. All right, what do we got going on in here? Are you the driver? Are you the driver of this vehicle, miss? We're gonna need your driver's, your license registration.
I got the Mach-E with the hood up over there.
Is it a hood or a frunk?
Okay.
Okay, I see you.
If you're ready, I'll give it a start up.
Go ahead, start it up, dude. Let's hear this bad boy.
It was quiet too. That's nice.
I know you like that. I know you're all about that quiet
I
life
love
sometimes.
quiet exhaust.
Go ahead, I'm ready. Oh, wow. Sure, fun haver front compartment. I like it. How are you liking this thing?
It's called the Frunk, dude.
I need to take this out.
Frunk life.
Jake, get a picture with these guys. Little RB20, bro.
You can drift this.
You got the rear gutted. Can I open the door?
Yeah, go ahead. Rob Parsons did that little thing for me on there to enclose it, but pretty much
sick.
trying to do the demo setup, how you have it as a cage setup for this car.
Are you gonna do a cage in it?
Yeah, we want to do a nice cage for it as well.
Sick. What color are you gonna do the wrap?
Satin black.
Yes! Okay, okay. Look at this hot rod, dude.
Probably just a rag detail spray. That should stick probably.
You got it from some dude in Baltimore, right?
Yeah, you might not.
If you want, you can throw it around.
I'm good.
There you go, bro.
Set up.
We have a hard rule. We don't drive other people's cars. Because if we break them, then people get sad.
I feel bad.
The lights? Dude, sick. And the tag, bro.
I love it. It's way fun. Bought it online after SEMA one year, and that's probably one of the banners from SEMA.
You! So literally our 4th ever production RTR randomly shows up here at AutoZone in Jersey. Heck yeah.
This on SEMA. All the SEMAs that you looked at were all shit, so it was like, all right, I found you something else. So you found me this.
How many miles a gallon does this thing get? Like 80?
About 55 pretty much. 55,
Does it
60.
really?
Yeah, 55, 60.
Sure, man.
Nice flat back.
Have a great one now.
All right, y'all.
I'll see you
Hey,
Sunday.
thank y'all for coming out. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you this week. Oh my God! Perfect. You ready, Ray?
Always.
Good. Oh, so such memories. Oh, look at this. Hey, bro. That was nice of them to just make so we can just walk right out of our tent straight to the podium.
Yet, though.
Which steps?
The ones we gotta get on top of.
Thanks, FD, for making our walk to the podium very short this weekend. Haha, yeah, it was a Babe Ruth shot call. So, man, just being here, such memories at E-Town for me. This lot, wait a minute. So this is the kart track. This is where we used to park. So this lot right here is literally where I started drifting, like at organized events. So this was where we would do Drift Out Wednesday, every last Wednesday of the month. I would put a bunch of tires. I would go to work, I would leave work, go home, and I'd drive my SR20 powered 240SX with like 4 to 6 junkyard wheels and tires, like scrunched up on the steering wheel because I couldn't put the seat all the way back. 3.5 hours of Drift Out Wednesday. This is where I met all of my Drift Alliance bros, and basically where I fell in love with drifting. And the scene here has stayed. Mike Knapp, the president and owner of this track, and now his son Chris have just turned this into a drifting mecca. I haven't even seen the new course yet, so I'm pumped to see that. We're walking over here right now, and yeah, it just really feels cool to be here. You know, all the Club Loose guys just running events nonstop. All great friends. I have such great memories with them, and I'm just pumped to be here. The other cool thing is my father, who passed away about 9 years ago, he used to drag race here. He grew up in Jersey, and so he used to drag race a hot rod that he built. And so yeah, excited to be here. Pumped to see, you know, it was kind of like one of the first actual drift stadiums in the US that's ever been built. A little calm before the storm here. So yeah, that lot right there, that's where it all pretty much started for me. Well, really where it started for myself. Forsberg, Ryan Turk, Tony Angelo. I think that's about all the FD drivers. Jeff Stoneback, you know, who drove FD a few years ago. Pretty rad to be here. A lot of great memories for sure. All right, let's run some cars. All right, so it is gonna be a little bit slow. I think the guys were right. This is a pro spec practice going on right now. And I heard somebody got into the wall. So not an ideal situation. What I think happens is you come out of there, you shoot out of that chute, initiate right there, those two cones, outer zone, come right here and run that entire outside there from cone to cone. So it's a giant outside zone basically. Okay, and then you pick up this clip here and then run that outside zone. So basically a giant figure eight, and it's going to be all about line. You're going to have to just put down the line and accept the reality that somebody's going to be on your door, because if you're running that wide of an arc, you know, you're just setting up to be open. And so that's just what it's about. So just focus on the lead and on the chase. Smother people. That's going to be the strategy.
While we were doing that, a very strange thing happened, and I have it right here. And if you guys don't know the history, these two cats came here in 2003, paid at the gate, and came many times as drivers, competing, playing, learning. And I was lucky enough to actually see, especially JR. I watched him do a bunch of fun stuff. I don't know how I didn't see you do a lot of the stuff with table games and all these different things you guys did way back in the day. I happened to just run away from the track shoot for a minute and watch some of the fun antics that went on in this parking lot, you know, in 2003. Typically what happens is you fill out your tech card, sign your name, you know, they tear it in half, you give it away to the track, it sits in a box for 7 years, and then it goes in the dumpster. But inside, somebody can hold this.
I got you, dog.
Was the very first tech cards from your first events here at Raceway Park. So this is your year, 2003. You made the first event, and you made July, so you made like the third. We ran one
That is
Wednesday
wild.
night a month. You drove up from Maryland.
Yeah.
And you drove how many hours from? 5 hours. 5 hours from New Hampshire. And when I saw these cards, I could not believe my eyes. First of all, they should have been long gone anyway. And you guys didn't run junior dragsters.
That is
it's
so-
just an insane thing.
So you randomly found this on the
I found
ground.
a whole box fell of tech cards. And there's 2 years of, and I have both your years in there, by the way. 2 years, 03 and 04
This
were
is
in that
amazing.
box. And if Wagner hadn't had me moving somebody else's 240 that got sold next to that dumpster, I would have never been there when it all fell off the back. It's like we're filling it right on the ground.
Oh, universe.
And and so,
Wow.
yeah, you guys 20 years later, look
This
where
is
you
crazy.
are, right? You've made wonderful lives for yourselves. You definitely started here. You've been fans here. I've never heard you guys say a negative thing. It's always been positive, and I'm so happy that you're back. And it's just crazy that this was there. I've been holding this since last year's
This is
canceled
amazing.
event. You're gonna get it last year, and I was like, it's the best secret I've ever kept
Yo,
in
how
my
much
life.
horsepower did you have back then, Turk?
I don't know, maybe 140.
Oh, you didn't even mention it. Mine's written on there.
Is it?
Flexing 220, son.
And really looking forward to a great weekend. I hope you enjoy yourself. This is a track that's like got nothing but drifting going on now. We're really excited about it. So there's drifters throwing an event with the #1 sanctioning body on earth, with the best group of drivers that you could ever have. Thank you all for being here.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you, man. Oh, yeah, brother. Thank you. That's so sick. I want to tell you this story real quick for this vlog ski. Yeah, it really is. Really cool. Want to hear a story about this souvenir?
Let's hear it.
So this was my first Drift Out Wednesday. I saw an ad of Forsberg driving his FC down this parking lot like a freaking lunatic for the event.
Yeah.
So I packed my 240 up and had a ton of tires in the back and just drove up here for my first event. Had no idea what actual really drifting. Well, I did a bit, but I'd never been to an event. So anyway, on the way here on the turnpike, I pull up next to this white Fox body convertible.
Okay.
And dude pulls up next to me and what up? And so anyway,
Is there a ticket that goes with this?
I did not get a ticket.
Okay.
But so we rolled.
Yeah.
And the old 240 smoked him.
Yeah.
And right as like I was hitting him with the four ways, there was a New Jersey state trooper right on the side of the road. So the state trooper's pulling out. I pull left in front of the Mustang.
Yeah.
I look at my rear view. He's emptying all of his nitrous out.
Oh.
Because in Jersey, I guess nitrous is illegal.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So he's dumping his nitrous, and I just like kind of ran like casually pull in front of a like a tractor trailer that was in the right lane.
There.
We're both in white cars.
Oh yeah.
And he
got
pulled
over and you made it?
He pulled the Mustang over, made it. So I get here to drift out Wednesday, do all my stuff, blah blah blah.
With all the tires and everything in there, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And I lined up, and I look over, and there's the Mustang sitting over at the gate.
Oh!
Because he was coming here.
That's funny.
Dude. So you drove from Philly to here?
Yep.
Was I here?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I didn't know anybody there.
No, yeah.
I just showed up. It was me and a friend of mine from Florida, Rafi. I think you maybe met Rafi, but yeah, we
Name
showed
sounds
up.
familiar.
And
Not the
some
artist, right? A
tires.
different
No,
Rafi?
a different one. And yeah, it was fun. I mean, that was like super sick. You go to work on Wednesday, you leave work early, pack your shit, come up, drive, and then go home and go back to work again.
Did you come after it?
I came a few times.
That was like my monthly thing.
Really? Did you?
Look at this. Mike Knapp pulled me and Turk up.
Holy shit, those are the old registration cards, son.
Pulled me and Turk up and was like, we were randomly cleaning all the junk. And when we were throwing away old junior dragster registrations, some things fell out. And he gave these to me.
Dude, that is awesome.
Dude, 220 horsepower flexing on these fools, son.
Dude, the old 91 coupe, son.
JR getting, that's my old easy. It's crazy. Yeah, maybe.
That's why I was asking you if you really wicked it.
Oh, I was wicking it and clutch kicking it and everything. But even when I left the burnout box, you know how much shit my nitrous in there.
No, it's a good amount. Unless it wasn't working.
Hey Ray, just make sure the nitrous is working, because when I left the burnout box, I did like a floor and I was expecting it to come light off like crazy, and it wasn't like rah, it was just like steady. So my thought was that you just have very little nitrous in here for the track. Well, it was on. I mean, I had nitrous pressure.
No, I meant like it wasn't working.
You want that lion roar, rah!
Yeah.
Rah.
It was a donkey out there that time for sure. the burnout box and I was like, I don't know if I have nitrous, but it wicked through it pretty good because it's the burnout box isn't like gripped up yet, and it's a big burnout box, so like not everybody's doing like laying thick rubber everywhere already. But I drove down the straightaway and I was like, I have no nitrous, and it's in the nitrous tune, so I yeah, turned it off and made the lap. Did what I could, but definitely down about 350 horsepower, which probably isn't all necessary at this track.
So you almost scraped the wall on entry.
I did. I mean, you gotta go for it, dude. No sense in trying it out.
The lead is amazing, and the chase, it's like, were you clean? Yeah, in the chase, it's like, good, like wait a bit, fall out of nitrous, come on, clutch kick it, blow the tires off, add angle, like it's on or off in that situation. You just need a little more resolution.
Handling its best, son. You put a fresh set on, you're like, oh, she's waggy.
Regular, ooh, you got me.
On there too.
My wheel got plenty of skate. Like, use the water.
Forever.
Ooh, I might go off the trailer. Dude, I think I'm going off the trailer.
Do it.
Oh! I knew that was going to happen. Redemption.
You're gonna wreck the route.
He's just a good guy, Malpo.
New track, E-Town. Stadium setup, so there's bleachers here, bleachers here. We were up there watching some pro spec earlier. What's really cool is the entry, which is actually over here by the nitrous bottle. You go underneath the old drag race tower and you fly in here. You 3-2-1 cones, and then you have an outer zone leaving here, which this is really probably here. But you want to get out here wide, on throttle, transition, and this is the difficult part because the timing through here to get out to here to set yourself up for the zone. So you kind of want to stay a little bit, flick back, and kind of get into the zone here. Lots of throttle through here. Each of these, every time you pass the center, you're on concrete, so it's a little tricky. There's a little bit more grip there and a little bounce. But you fill the zone, get back on power, pick up interclip 1 here, on throttle again through the transition, getting out wide, pointing the car towards the exit, and then you're full throttle all the way to the finish. And right here is a huge hole. If you hit that, you're replacing your car. It's not good. And then you're coming out of this turn with a ton of speed, so you actually have to like flick to change direction and get on the gas this way, even though the finish line is here, because if you just finish and try to turn, you'll be smashed into the wall and probably up into the stands. Mostly this track will be sick for tandem in a lead position. It's really just a little bit tricky to get the timing right. But once you're in it, there's long sweepers pretty much everywhere. So it should just be a track that everyone's focused on to chase.
Got it. So we're going to shoot out of this jammy, hit that.
That's right.
Burp, burp, burp. Don't go off there.
More on throttle.
That was earlier when you didn't have nitrous.
That's about what it sounded like. Good
All you
3,000
heard was
RPM.
intake the whole time, dude.
Clay, let's go over our targets.
All right. Enter here.
Yeah.
Set by the 3-2, set by the 1 cone. You got your outer zone 1 here. So after the outer zone 1, the big thing we need to focus on is making sure we feel that, but we need to leave it. Don't stay out here hanging, because you need to get back to this side of track to be able to get into this zone early. If you get in this zone too late, it's going to make it hard to feel. So once you get in the zone early, you're going to be able to run a faster, wider line through here. And obviously, so that it gives you more time to get set, you're going to be cruising pretty good.
Yeah, rolling pretty good there.
And add an angle as you get up here so that you can start
Just
picking
let him
up this
drive,
clip.
Maybe.
He's got it.
Once you start picking up that clip, obviously you need to be focusing on getting into this zone early as well. So you want to get more left side of track than you're probably going to naturally have a tendency to want to do, but that's going to set you up to get in here early so that you can fill this out. A lot less than if you beeline in there, then you're going to have to turn a ton of angle, and then you're probably going to also drive off, turning this more into a V. So that is Englishtown.
It is super sick. Like looking at this the first time, like how this is just like a perfect drift stadium.
Yeah. This is sick. This is the tricky parts though. It works because like you know, you get here, if this was all concrete, we would probably start driving in. It kind of helps you stay out. Should have just sent her to the moon right through here, dude. They're gonna fix that though?
Yeah, and
That's
Mike
cool.
says, you know, there's a giant hole right there.
Just under the zone random thing when we rolled it out.
Right by the idiot who had the GoPro running.
Yeah. You literally set the GoPro right on top of it.
That's good confusing.
I was like, send some fluid.
We're gonna have to review the footage later.
Come on up.
Behind it.
All right.
It's full.
Come on down, not slow. Come on down.
Very good. All right.
It's definitely hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to get the line.
Yeah.
You got to know exactly where to put it. You got to know exactly when to pick up the throttle. Like, it's one of those technical courses.
Right there, it's starting to get.
Exactly, and then it lights off, and then it drives me in. So I just finished up my 10th lap. We only get 12 laps for practice, so we gotta save 2 for tomorrow. But I figured I'd just come up here and look who it is. Chelsea and Cody. And so yeah, just going up here. Hopefully, did Chelsea go again yet or no? So he's coming to watch a couple laps. It's always nice to just see a couple little things. I usually try not to watch other people, but at a new track, you can actually learn a good amount about what people are doing and what they're not. So the track is, it looks really easy. And like if you're out here in a car, just kind of floating around, fun drifting, it's pretty easy. With these cars is hooked up, you got to have the right amount of angle, right amount of throttle so the car doesn't drive off it. You got to have the proper setup so the car will stay out there and float while still going fast. And you also have to be able to have the car that'll chase. So we've been working pretty hard today, but I'm really happy with where we finished. Had a couple little issues in practice with nitrous. Just like first or second lap out, it didn't even come on, so we had to change some solenoids, and it's really been messing with us. We've had like 2 years of perfect no nitrous problems, and we've had a couple issues, both myself and Chelsea this year, but pretty sick though. Really cool setting. You guys like the setting?
I think if they purposely built this, it's a figure eight.
All right.
But this whole thing is really sweet. How like it stands on both sides. But
It's like stadium style.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah.
first ever American drift stadium.
Gladiators out there, man.
I hear Chelsea. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. What's up, son? You boys doing all right? Just got to the track. Looks like you guys are doing real good. Look, you look comfortable at least. So just got to the track Friday, qualifying day, and I'm about to go and give somebody the keys to the Ultimate Fun Haver. Wow. Really, really pumped. The owner's name is Nathan. He actually owns a Mustang RTR, and he won the Ultimate Fun Haver giveaway that we did with Rhino. So pumped. He's also military, so yeah, what a day for me, but it's even gonna be a better day for him. So let's do it. All right. What up, man? Like, what a freaking small world.
John's been talking. So basically said, whenever I get here, I need to act more pumped because I'm not acting freaked out enough about it. And then, yeah, just bring the fun haver back home, and he wants to see it and have fun.
Yeah,
So,
well, dude, I'm so pumped to give you this. This seriously is like one of my favorite vehicles we've ever built. It's like, I mean, it's Ultimate Fun Haver. I mean, it just, the name
it
speaks
itself.
for itself. Let's walk you around. We took a bone stock 2015 F-150. We built this for SEMA.
Okay.
So we debuted it at Ford SEMA to basically debut it, and we took it outside and drifted it and jumped it. And it went to SEMA for like 3 years. It's given hundreds and hundreds of rides. It's pretty unbelievable. So you can see on the, if you come down here, you know, custom, so Kibby Tech in California built this truck. It's got custom lowers on it, upper control arms, you know, very nice drivable truck. So 3.5 EcoBoost twin turbo, Can-N intake. So upgraded turbos, they're just a little bit bigger. They probably have the capability of like 550-ish horsepower.
that's pushing it.
Yeah, and you're pushing the motor. Like right now, this thing's got like I don't remember the numbers offhand. It's like 450 at the tire. It's absolutely plenty.
Yeah, you don't need many.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just, it's fun and it's reliable. Title?
I guess.
You get the title, dude? They're really giving this to you?
It's kind of crazy.
Have you ever won anything like this?
No, never thought I would.
Dude,
Never.
I mean,
It kind of blew my mind. Like I was telling them, I mean, the phone call surprised.
it's part of the fun. You know, if you want to take it back to the Fun Haver, you know, Fun Haver
I kind of
style.
embrace what it was.
Yeah, and I mean, I can give you the
So-
powder coat colors if you want to go back to the green and stuff like that.
Okay.
No problem. Well, dude, I am so pumped.
I'm just happy it stayed in the RTR family.
I am too, dude. Very cool. So, I think we'll get out and do a couple photos. And you hanging out all weekend with us, or
Yes,
you leaving?
I am. I'll be out till Sunday.
Thank you, Nathan Higgins, winner of the Ultimate Fun Haver giveaway. Thank you, Vaughn. It's been a great partnership. We really enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll do something together again soon in the future. All right, Nathan, anything last?
I mean, just I didn't expect to win. That's really the only major thing is I didn't expect to win, and I was blown away when I was.
This guy's probably not running one.
He'll probably have a shut off throttle body. Yeah. Like for when the motor or something happens to the motor. So those things dump so much fuel and injectors are so big that if an injector cracks or gets damaged from detonation, it'll just limit the motor. You can't shut it off.
Always will be all right, bro. Little too hard on that entry. Yep. Touch the wall on entry. That's the wall you're not supposed to touch. I was going hard. I was going for that number one.
Game, like blowing the tires off. I'm like, all right.
Just finished qualifying. I went a little bit too close to the wall. I was going super hard, went a little bit too close to the wall, touched it pretty good, and that put me offline and messed me up on outer one, and effectively messed me up a little bit on outer two. Haven't done it all weekend. That's what happens when you just try something a little bit different to get a little more hot rod during qualifying. Definitely going to be middle of the pack, back of the pack. I think it'll get me in top 16 for the first round. Hit this, and look what we got. We got the swing away tail light action. Thanks to our AA Ron. Look at that magic. That's pretty cool. Saving tail light lives.
Perfectly on time again.
We are perfectly on time.
Park violation here somewhere.
Party on, dudes. Oh my gosh. Jeremy, you almost got Jeremy killed.
That's why I wanted to.
Because we had to talk about it the other day.
Jerry's like, he's gonna text me.
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So you guys in LA?
Dude, the wild stallion.
Wild stallion.
All right, it's about time for qualifying. I just went down. I only had 2 practice laps left today, so I just got done those. So now boys are putting a fresh set of minnows on there, and we are about to go and rip. I am really pumped, feeling really good. I've been really putting down some really nice runs today and last night, so I'm just gonna go do that some more, and hopefully end up in a good spot. I definitely want to be leading first a lot this weekend, although tire wear is not so bad here, so it really doesn't matter that much, but leading is really a good way to kind of know where you're at, how hard you gotta push in the chase, how many risks you gotta take to seal the deal. So my strategy is gonna be go out there and try to get that first place qualifying spot. Chelsea's looking pretty good, so I'm gonna have to battle it hard to get it from him, but we'll see where it goes.
I think it's pretty good. My first impression going into Hunter Zone 2 from this angle is I'm late getting into it, but I have to see a different angle because I think I got a messed up reference from what I'm used to looking at.
You gotta start like a clap to get energized, you know? What's up, friends? Old Bridge Parkway. What is the name of this smoke?
Raceway Park.
But isn't it like an Old Bray or Old Bridge?
Old Bridge Raceway Park.
Old Bridge Raceway Park.
You know your whole life and you just enter in 4th gear every single time. Sometimes muscle memory, dude.
Hard to change old habits.
I went into 4th and I was like, damn, and I just roasted it off anyway. That's a long gear.
Didn't I tell you that was gonna happen?
What do you give me? Oh,
4th gear, boy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I apologize for the lack of team meetings this weekend. They weren't on the schedule, and I live my life one schedule at a time, so apologize. That didn't happen. Yeah, I've completely submitted myself to schedule. Let's see. So qualifying, obviously went amazing yesterday. Chelsea, woo, P1 again. Woo. I tried to knock him off his pedestal, and I knocked myself into the wall, and there we go. But it's worked out in the long run for where we're at. Chelsea and I will see each other in the quarterfinals, and then we know what happens when that happens. We just see where it goes. So I will leave tech talk to you, but I want to share something I thought was pretty cool, just about us. And I think yesterday someone came up to me and said how much they love our team, like family, like almost as much as, more than most of their family. And that, that made me start processing how big this is, right? How much bigger this is than me or Chelsea or our cars or our sponsors, like what we are to people. And I think that is very important for us to acknowledge that, like what we have here as a team. None of us came begging for a job. We didn't go begging for people. We all just happened, right? Like, it's crazy when you step back and feel how that has just happened and how we've come together and what we're really doing. And to make an impact on people like that, whether they're a part of our team or just fans that admire us. Like that's a really special thing that we have. So for me, I'm extremely grateful for that, and I hope that you guys just acknowledge a little bit of what that means. Like people yearn for this shit. They never get it in their life, and we have it all around us. And so that I thought was very special. So I wanted to share that. I'm not gonna get into details. We all know what we need to do. So I'm not gonna get into that, but I'll turn it over to Chelsea because I always steals words.
No, you're all good. No, but I think all that, like what you were just saying, starts at the level of all of us being just on top of it and always doing a great job, and everybody not being so worried about all these little things and just looking at the bigger picture. And like this team is like so much better than every other team here, because all I ever hear is other people complaining about shit. And like I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard anybody really complain on our team unless it was constructive criticism and everybody was like, yeah, and there was like a positive vibe leaving it. So I think that's what stems out to and what everybody else is seeing. But yeah, cars feel good. I think Clay's got a good setup plan. You know, he's been giving me good notes, Aaron as well, and the team's been keeping the car running. We had a couple of issues yesterday with the car, like they were remedied really quickly, and I think we're ready to go.
All right, friends, so this is Michael Myers, not from Halloween, but he is a badass writer. And so he's got a number of books. The Noisy Snails about turbos, Sideways Sliders, a Whiny Supercharger, and Sprocket Rocket. I was like, oh, these are like really rad. And I started thinking about my story with Brocky and how it was an inspirational story. You know, I was like, hey, I got an idea for a book. And he got back to me and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I know you, I know what you do, like, let's do it. It's my first ever involvement in a kid's book, and it feels good. It's a good read.
I hope you like it.
Did you have fun writing it?
Loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
It's an awesome experience.
Yeah. Everybody having a good time? Oh, yeah! Having fun! Jersey. You know, I actually started drifting. Hey, Chelsea, we got microphones. Chelsea.
I'm just messing with you.
He's seen the ramp.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was saying, I literally started drifting in that parking lot right there. Hey, let's make some noise, Jersey!
Grab those.
Nice throw.
Let me get a hat! So NGK has a sister company, a brother company that makes, what do they make?
O2 sensors.
O2 sensors. That's cool. Oh man.
150 key. This is very. He's trailer hitch cover. It's a trailer hitch cover.
All right, he's got it.
All right, there it is. Well played.
Yeah, that's good. All right, guys, we'll see you on the
That's a good one. Keep this one on. Good one.
Oh, what's that?
You want to jump on?
Yeah, can I, you think?
If you hold my water.
I
think we're over the weight limit.
You got it?
It's not going.
Go, go,
It's
go!
not going. We need more.
Go!
We need more juice.
Go! Are we good?
We're over the weight limit. It won't go.
All right, go. You got it. Ah! All right. Teammates share everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Chelsea and I are late.
You're leaning left. I'm leaning right.
Oh, we're not gonna die. Oh, well done. All right, so we're in the driver's meeting. We're gonna get rained on. That's definitely happening. So hopefully it rains now so we can practice in the rain.
They just went from.
I just got back from driver's meeting. Cars are getting ripped apart and all kinds of things going on. Skip, what are we doing?
Well, it started raining, so we went to the wet setup, and now it's not raining, so we're going back to the dry.
Okay. There's quite a bunch of stuff going on in the pit right now. Go, go, go! All right, so it's about time. Cars are getting changed. This is happening, that's happening. Getting ready for rain, no rain. We'll call it the intermediate setup. I'm going out. My first battle is with Dean Carney. Chelsea is running Adam. And so, yeah, we're about to get to it. A ton of rubber on the ground. It's super thick. It's like the rubber is super thick is what I mean. Like it's just, this track runs thick. What you don't wear super slick, so it's gonna be like
and concrete and asphalt,
right,
and puddles.
What else could they throw at us? A jump?
Well, the weather's,
well, there's a jump.
There is a jump. I said the weather's up and down anyway, so we don't know what we're gonna have every lap to begin with.
Right.
How's that feeling, mate?
Oh, it feels good. If this weather stays the way it is, we'll be solid either way, but it's good to turn some laps and keep it dry. Track's hooked up, feels good, car feels good. We're just, still finding those last little bits on where we can pick up some speed and some style.
Stay frosty, mate.
We hot, but this is frosty.
Woo! Make a little slushy.
Yeah, copy that. Well, that was a great practice, and I'm feeling really good.
Teamwork.
Ready to start putting them on the trailer, bro. That was a really good practice. I got 2 leads, 1 chase. Felt phenomenal throughout the whole time. So really dialed. This Mustang is dialed. I'm dialed. Now all there is to do is just go get it. Yeah, this rain hopefully is gonna go past us, and we're gonna have a fun night. I'm so bummed to be here at E-Town. Definitely a lot of good feelings and good vibes going on here. It just feels nice to be back here, and not only putting on a show for people that have watched my career grow, but just myself. It feels good to be back here literally almost 20 years later.
Doing something over here. Alright, give him some gangster stuff. Slow-mo, slow-mo.
Man, let's have some fun.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. We always do.
Absolutely, yeah, let's do it.
And that's as good as it gets. Dude, he was like, come off the turn! Come off the turn! Spoke too soon. He said the weather was holding off for us. Danger zone.
Yeah.
But you were so smooth and fluid. You had that little teeny hiccup about middle of outer 2, which he didn't have.
Yeah, it's that concrete, dude.
Yeah.
So
I thought, if they didn't ding him hard for that is straight on the transmission, it maybe could have went one more time, but I knew he had it as soon as I watched it.
Okay.
It's gnarly out there, huh?
So the sight lap, full wet.
Huh?
Sight lap was full wet.
Yeah.
Lap after that was wet and patchy in some spots, but no puddles. So just consistently slick, hooked up in some spots. So the opposite of what it normally is.
Got it. All right, well, I guess I spoke too soon that the weather passed us, because we are full wet. Boys got the setup in it though. We tested a nice rain setup in the off season.
Hell yeah.
And so,
sorry.
You're good. Don't be sorry. This is real, baby.
I get excited sometimes.
So we're going to test that out, but I feel good. It was fun to drive during testing, so glad we got that in, right?
More funner now.
We got that special set of match tires in.
Damn right.
You know we do.
Got the white walls installed. Good.
Yup.
All right, boys.
Boy.
Let's do it. was tough. That was seriously very challenging driving. My lead run was great, but when I chased him, I entered a little bit too early and the car hooked up way more than I expected and put me on a super shallow line, and that was it. Like, I tried to make up for it on my lead, but it was a huge mistake in the chase, so it's hard to come back from that. Dean did a great job, and yeah, he got the win. So we're going home. I can't remember, it's been a long time since I've gone packed up this early, but this is what can happen in the rain.
Come on, Tom. What?
Go hang out with my fam, watch Chelsea, keep getting it. It's been pretty rad to watch him so far. He's doing really good, and like his first lap, he went out and the track was super patchy, so I got to learn a little bit from him. And in my lap, even though I went out, we got to learn more from my run to help make his car better. And he got to watch what not to do, what to do. And so this is how these team efforts become very beneficial, and the way that we communicate and share data.
Take a look at the side.
Chelsea's warm up looked pretty good. What do you think, Emmett?
Yeah, who are we going against right now?
Thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay. Here we go. Come on, buddy. Alright, so Chelsea just touched Turk on entry. Turk overrode. I don't know that the two were connected, but it's such a crapshoot. It's like, it's crazy, but drivers are doing a really good job. Alright, so silver lining here at FD. Forsberg is in the finals. Forsberg, give me some love for Forsberg. So definitely pretty sick. So we're finals, Matt Field versus Forsberg. You know, Forsberg, myself, and Turk literally started here, literally met here. So this would be amazing to see Forsberg get the win right here. Well, bro, he still made us proud, man. Second place through all the stuff he went through. He literally changed the motor last night, qualified 31st because he got no laps, and made the second place. So, well done, bro. Proud of you, man.